So Andrew, yesterday in Houston, Audubon Society, great cause. 40 years of working with wildlife down there.
Not-for-profit, yeah.
Not-for-profit, 3,500 acres, 17 sanctuaries, doing some great work for those guys.
And we went in there and we recommended that they went for a 2008 survey deployment. They've got a branch office, they've got a head office,
yeah.
And one of the things that you came up with was, why don't we use DFS to help replicate the data between the two sites?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do in this presentation is quickly show you how to use DFS, why it's useful, going to draw out a network map, and explain some of the really cool features of it.
Okay, I'll get you to start drawing the idea.
Perfect.
So as I said, with Audubon, they've got two locations. They've got a location in Houston, which is where we went yesterday, and they've also got another location, which is a smaller office, which is in Sims. Both locations have high-speed internet connections, and they're both utilizing currently Windows 2003 server technology, which is a great solution for them, but they're now getting into that situation where their servers are getting a little old, and as I say, the Windows server itself, it's starting to get up there in years. So we suggested, and the recommendation that we made was they upgraded their servers to 2008 R2 from a software perspective, but also that they implement hardware firewall VPN devices in each location, and they can get some sort of the smaller devices aimed at like that small to medium business market. Audubon's got about 20-25 users. So what we're proposing that they do is they put a hardware device in each location, set up a dedicated VPN between the two, and that would effectively turn both offices into one network. Now, at the main office, they've got a server there, about 60 gig of data, I think they were saying.
About that, yeah.
Yeah, and so they have a process where all the machines, and I believe they were doing it through a login script. Don't remember exactly, but it was probably a logon script. And for the logon script, they had this shared drive. We'll say S for the sake of the argument. And when you looked at S was actually just mapping across to server/shared, whatever it was. Now, what's our challenge with this? I mean, because one of the things that they mentioned yesterday is coming into hurricane season down here.
Sure. So if they end up wiping out, this whole survey, if it gets wiped out, we're going to lose potentially data on this machine, and that's valuable information. So what we're going to do is use DFS to replicate data from both of the hard drives into one common shared location.
Yeah.
Is that what we're going to do?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. The other key thing with this, though, is that like if we did lose that Sims office or we lost the head office, people with laptops or desktops, if we redeployed the desktops, if we pick them up and move them over here, this S drive is going to be pointing to the server 1 or server 2 for the other office. So what's DFS going to do to make this solution better?
Great. So we still can retain an S drive, but it's going to, DFS takes care of where it's stored and what it's called. So it becomes rather than being specific to the server, DFS looks after all the back end of that.
Let's have a look at what these file paths are going to look like.
Okay.
Okay. So if I was going to look in Explorer, what I'd probably see, if it did like a net use, I would see something at the moment that would look like this. So I'd say server 2/data. Now, as I said, if we go between offices, that's only going to be available in one location. The other thing that's going to happen is once we implement the VPN, we're going to get name resolution between the two sites.
Wow, yeah.
So potentially someone is going to go across to the other office and they're going to be trying to access this over the link, which is not going to be ideal.
Sure.
Now, I mean, that is, the fact that we've got that link there means that if we do lose a local server, we could access it over the link, and so that's kind of a nice little.
It's a work through, but it's a slow work through, yeah.
But what DFS is going to let us do, DFS is going to let us take this server node, and we're going to create this new DFS route, and so we'll probably in this one, for sake of argument, we'll call it DFS, and under DFS we're going to create these leaf nodes, and so here we'll have a DFS leaf node, and we will call it data. Now, what we're going to do then is we're actually going to create pointers. And so DFS data is then actually going to point to the local servers in each location. So we'll have server 1/data and server 2/data. And in each location, DFS has a thing called site awareness.
Yes, yes.
So we're going to have, each location is actually going to be a different Active Directory site, and when a user comes in, they're going to call up DFS data, so there's going to be a network logon script, so we don't have to worry about actually like getting users to use UNC path names. We can just actually set it up to say they're going to have a network logon script. It's going to say netuse s equals DFS/data, and then the DFS client within Windows 7 or within Windows XP or Vista or 2000 will actually then resolve this to one of these two servers based upon where the client is. So looking at their IP address and getting the site awareness. So that's as I say, that's going to be one of the great things about DFS. Now, you know what one of the other things I really like about this? The way it does the replication.
Right, yeah.
2008 has this great new thing, differential replication.
So it's like delta replication? It's just
exactly.
tiny bits at a time?
Yeah.
It's changed rather than the whole file?
Yeah, so, and I mean, because those guys, they're doing a lot of Illustrator files, they're creating newsletters.
That's right,
they're working with images. So they can have these files that are 5 meg, 10 meg, whatever. And yeah, they've got fast internet there, okay? They're kind of lucky that way. But what we can do with DFS is that when they make a change, go with the black one.
Okay.
When they make a change, then all it's going to do is going to look at the file and it's going to look at the bits that have changed, and it's only going to replicate the bits across. So I think that's going to be good.
One, yeah. That's a new feature.
Well, yeah, and because we don't want to do, we don't want to be flooding that link and that VPN. So that's pretty much.
Now we saw a really cool resource, didn't we?
Oh yeah, you did.
Let me grab that quickly.
Here we go.
So it was HTTP.
Yep.
Bit. I put a bit.ly shortener on here. It's Blue DFS. Blue DFS. That's the link we've created from TechNet. That's it. Cool.
Now that was that step-by-step walkthrough.
Yeah. With pictures, with screenshots. Awesome.
Yeah, really great resource. That was a good find. So that's the basics of DFS. It lets you basically hide which server you're connecting to. If you do have multiple locations, it gives you that ability to connect to a local one, gives you that replication, the background, really cool technology. So yeah, thanks Audubon for a great day yesterday. That was one of our, as I say, definitely one of the highlights I think so far. I mean, every day's been a highlight, but
it's been great.
To get in there yesterday, make some real difference, make some real change. And I mean, as I say, we got the news this morning that we won yesterday, and that came as a surprise because all the teams knocked it out of the park yesterday.
But to come back in here and actually do a quick video of the key technology that we were talking about, rocked even better.
Yeah.
You know, we explained it. His eyes lit up. This is really going to hit him. Yeah.
So, Brad, Susan, thanks for a great day, and
hope this helps.
Yeah.
Take care.